Real talk. This man is really tired of answering this question.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
What's up? Yes, y'all, we're still on that Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni situation, and something really interesting happened on the red carpet at the Oscars, and this was something that was interesting. Now, we've already talked about Brendan Sklenar before. He was on a morning show promoting his new show, and you know, it's like the spinoff off of Yellowstone. And anyway, they asked him a question about the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni situation. And of course, he answered that question. What's very interesting about this one, though, is that he just looks tired. He looks tired as hell, y'all. He looks like he's done answering this question for the 15th millionth time. So we got to take a look at this. But we got to take a look at this article here. Okay. So he admits his end. It ends with us co-stars. Legal battle is a tough situation to navigate. Now let's be real. He has said this before. Let me repeat that again. He has answered the same way before. What this video that we're going to see here in a second, he has answered this before, guys. He has answered it almost exactly the same way, which is very interesting. How he's like, hey, you know, we got to remember what the movie was made for and all that stuff, right? He did say that in that morning show with Gayle King. All right. Now, he gets a question asked again, right? So let's take a look at this, okay? So he's in the show 1923. All right. He's got a new movie, new thriller coming out called Drop. That's supposed to be coming out very, very soon. All right. So they asked how he is hoping to support Blake Lively during this time. Okay. So he has responded because remember, he was doing some serious backpedaling before because earlier he was standing in solidarity with Blake Lively. Now he's not doing that anymore. So he responded. He says, I mean, it's a tough situation. I just hope everyone remembers what the movie is about and why we made it in the first place. It's about love. It's about supporting women in general and helping people through tough times. So again, he said this before. We're going to see him in how he talks, how he says this, right? He did this on that morning show with Gayle King. Now he said it again. Again, he's been practicing these lines, guys. All right. I don't know if he's got a PR agent or something like that in his ear telling him, you need to say it exactly like this. And you need to have this memorized so that you, at any time, if anybody asks you any kind of questions, this is how you respond, right? So again, he's just basically saying, we got to remember what the movie was made for, why we did it in the first place, right? But you'll see his demeanor. It's very interesting, okay? So, of course, we already know he was the love interest, all right, in the movie It Ends With Us, all right? And he added that the movie has helped so many people. I just want people to remember what it's about, why we made it, and to kind of keep it on that, all right? That kind of like core ethos. You know what I mean? And yeah, there he is with Blake Lively right there as well. I mean, to me, it seems like he is just burnt out and he's tired and he doesn't want to answer these kind of questions no more. His name is Bennett and he ain't in it, like Gayle said before. But let's take a look at this video. I think it's very interesting how he responds, and you know, it's not what he says because it's what he's been saying over and over and over again, but it's also how he says it. He sounds burnt the F out. It's crazy. Take a look.
Over your female co-stars as well. Blake Lively, how are you hoping to support her during this time?
I mean, I just, it's a tough situation, and I just hope everyone remembers what the movie's about and why we made it in the first place.
The way he's saying it, he's done. He's done. He's like, oh, but let me roll that back. Because again, the other thing is she also said, how are you supporting her in these times, supporting women and all that? How are you supporting her? Yeah, he could have easily said, well, you know, I look forward to her next movie and I'll be, you know, rooting for her when that movie comes out. He could have said, but he's also going like, damn, if I say anything that supports her, I could get destroyed. If I say anything against her, I could get destroyed as well. I could even lose my, you know, I might get fired from my agency and all that stuff. So everything's riding on the line. So of course he's like, well, and he just resorts back to what he's had memorized by rote in his head, right? It's about the movie. We got to remember what it's for and all that stuff. And he does say it's a tough situation, but I feel like, yeah, that's a fair, very diplomatic response. Okay. I think we all can agree that this is a tough time for both sides of the fence. Clearly, it's a lot harder right now for Blake Lively, but at the same time, Justin Baldoni is still suffering. It's not a good time for him either. Yes, he is looking more and more innocent as time goes on, but he's not the one with new movies coming out. She does. She has another Simple Plan coming out very, very soon. The trailer dropped just the other day. So she's still technically out here working. Justin Baldoni's not. So he's suffering right now more than anyone else. So yeah, I mean, no matter what, it's all really crappy, but how he responds, he just looks tired. I don't want to answer this question anymore, but he's trying to be a nice guy, right? He's just trying to answer the question so he can move on.
And finally, I know you're very supportive over your female co-stars as well. Blake Lively, how are you hoping to support her during this time?
I mean, I just, it's a tough situation, and I just hope everyone remembers what the movie's about and why we made it in the first place, and it's about love, and it's about supporting women in general, and helping people through tough times. And that movie's helped so many people, and I just want people to remember like what it's about and why we made it. And
he looks and sounds completely depleted. He looks tired as hell. Some are saying meltdown, okay, that he's having a little bit of a quasi meltdown in this interview. And I got to be honest, it just sounds like he's tired of answering the question. He's answered it, I'm sure, a bunch of times on record and off record. I'm sure he's just tired of answering it, right? And he just does not want to be a part of it. If he had known this was going to be as big as it is right now, I'm sure he wouldn't have said anything in regards to this situation, right? But it is very interesting nonetheless. Let him finish.
And to kind of keep it on that kind of like core ethos, you know what I mean?
Okay. And again, it's like, that core ethos, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, well, what is the core ethos? Then can you break that down for us? Because I think we all want to know what that core ethos is. And because right now we're looking at two very big lawsuits, two different sides going after each other, and it's been pretty crazy. And in the very beginning, this dude was all on her side. He was singing a completely different tune than what he's singing right now. And that is for sure. But like I said, guys, very, very interesting video and very interesting response. He is burnt out. That's what I see. Burnt out. And it's kind of like, I really don't want to answer this question. And he could have just not answered the question. He could have been like, I'm not answering anything about that. Could we go to the next question, please? But I could also see that coming back and biting him in the ass too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. He either answers and he gets criticized, or he doesn't answer and he gets criticized. But anyway, guys, what say you guys? Do you think, what do you think? What do you think? What are your thoughts? I think personally, he is, I think he's swinging for Justin now. But also, I think he doesn't want anything to do with this. So he'll quietly stand on the side and go, oh, damn. Yeah, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe it was too much of a knee-jerk reaction. You know what I mean? And I need to shut up and see what else drops. Or maybe he's still Blake Lively on Team Blake Lively's side, but he realizes that the internet is destroying her right now, and he knows not to try to fight a losing battle. I don't know. What say you guys? Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. Crush that subscribe button, and we'll talk very soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.